Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Israel Brief, brought to you by Lay of the Land. I'm Rolene Marks, your host, and let's take a look at today's top stories. Well, Naphtali Bennett, Israel's new defense minister, has threatened that Israel will strike any time a rocket is fired towards the Jewish state, no matter where they land. And this follows two rockets that were launched towards Israel last night from the Gaza Strip towards the town of Sderot, and they were intercepted by the Iron Dome system. In response, the Israeli Air Force struck targets in Gaza, and this comes a little under 2 weeks after a massive bombardment of rockets and mortars from the Gaza Strip. Defense Minister Naphtali Bennett also mentioned today that Israel will now withhold the bodies of Palestinian terrorists who have been killed carrying out attacks against Israeli civilians. This has been met with a lot of anger from the Palestinians who have accused Israel of being a terrorist state, but the defense minister says that this is going to be used as a deterrent to stop ongoing terror. And the ongoing saga, well, is pretty much ongoing. What is happening with the government? Well, Benny Gantz, the leader of Kahol V'Lavan, the Blue and White, today addressing an audience in the Western Galilee, said that they are continuing with talks no matter what. He has great belief that there could be a unity government put in place soon, and this comes as Israel has less than 20 days to kind of cobble together some kind of government. Otherwise, it's off to a third set of elections. And last night, a rally was held in support of Prime Minister Netanyahu, who is facing 3 counts of indictments in Tel Aviv. 15,000 strong rally got behind the Prime Minister and called for the investigation of the prosecutors and held up signs saying cops or criminals, and accused the Attorney General of carrying out a coup d'etat. But we will see how Netanyahu proceeds with his bid for parliamentary immunity. He has a little under 30 days to do just that. And yesterday, Avigdor Lieberman, obviously, Al-Bitain, was saying that he doesn't believe that there should be immunity. This should go straight to court. But all the updates, you'll get them right here on the Israel Brief. And finally, yesterday we spoke quite a bit about Jeremy Corbyn, the leader of the UK Labour Party, who was taken to task in an op-ed written by the chief rabbi of the United Kingdom, Rabbi Ephraim Mervis, saying that it's should the Labour Party win and Jeremy Corbyn be Prime Minister, it's a real concern for Britain's Jews who might leave in great numbers. He was joined in support yesterday by the British Muslim Council as well as the Church of England. And last night, the Hindu Council of the United Kingdom joined in the growing voices against Jeremy Corbyn, standing not just by Rabbi Mervis on his accusations of anti-Semitism, but accusing the leader of the party of repeated counts of racism against the Hindu community. And in an interview with Andrew Neil of the BBC last night, Corbyn, when asked if he has any apologies towards the Jewish community, repeatedly refused to apologize. It is an interview that is being described not just as a car wreck, but a train wreck. And it remains to be seen how this interview will affect polling numbers for the Labour Party. So those are the top stories making headlines here in Israel. If you are Australian or want to get to Melbourne, some good news. El Al has announced that they will be starting test flights from Tel Aviv to Melbourne. These would be direct flights, about 17, 18 hours long, which would cut out the very, very, very long haul that many making the trip, including myself, have done. So good news indeed. But even better news is all our content online, and you can check us out at www.layoftheland.online. You can read 7 things that Ola Hadesha, or new immigrant Gabby Kraus, has learned in 7 months. And also a shout out to one of our writers, Andy Sartovitz, whose op-ed, Who Are the Real Heroes of Israel When Rockets Attack, has also been featured on United for Israel. So it's great to see that Lay of the Land's growing across a variety of different platforms. And speaking of those platforms, we have a Facebook page and we're growing there. And we would love you to join us. Look out for us at Lotl site. Our logo looks a little something like this. Click on follow or like, share our content, invite your friends. And don't forget that we also have a YouTube channel at The Israel Brief, and you can just simply click on subscribe, and that will notify you every time we post a brief. And it also helps us get Israel's side of the story out to the world. So I'm Rolene Marks with your Wednesday edition of The Israel Brief, and we'll chat again tomorrow.